All right, we'll get started with James Wade first in just a moment. If you have a question for James, you can raise your hand. Hi, James. Thanks for joining us. We'll unmute you really quick and start with Annie Costwell from the Sun-Times.
Hey, James. What was the biggest difference between the first and second quarter? Because this team was right with the Aces.
No, I think they wore us down with their physicality. We were scoring in the first quarter, but we weren't stopping anyone, and we never stopped them. They're a team that doesn't traditionally take that many threes, but I don't know if we took it for granted or what. But we once they started making them, we was like, hey, we got to get up in their stuff, and we still wasn't able to do that. To get out rebounded by 28 rebounds, that means you're not engaged physically. And I think that was a little bit of it.
How do you guys respond to this one? Because you've been saying for the past couple of weeks that it's all about energy, and with one game left in the regular season, how do you turn that around before the postseason?
Well, I hope this ass whooping wakes us up. I hope it wakes us up. We have to have a pride about it. Like, this is the thing. This is, once the playoffs start, these losses don't mean anything. We got 6 losses locked up, but I think the thing about it is this has to sting. Like, this has to hurt. And I didn't see just a collective spirit tonight, and wanting to be physical and grimy and stuff like that. So I didn't see that. Our leading rebounder had 6 rebounds, and that's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. They had 4 people with at least 6 rebounds. And we had one person with 6 rebounds, one person with 5, and then after 2, 1, whatever. So.
Did you get a sense from your players that this one stings?
This one what?
Stings.
They're hurt. I mean, they play basketball. I know it hurt. They have long faces right now, but it's how you respond. And so that remains to be seen. So we'll see how we respond from it. And that'll tell you what kind of character we have as a group. So it'll be fine, I think. But we have to get back to playing for each other, defensively and offensively. I think you saw a lot of balls on the perimeter just going back and forth, and nobody was really trying to get into the lane and really make something happen unless it was for them. But we weren't really getting into the lane and swinging it, and then getting to the lane again and swinging it and going up strong and physical. Like, we didn't want to sacrifice our bodies. And the good team sacrificed for each other. And I just don't know if we did that tonight. So I have to watch the film, but from just certain pockets of plays, I didn't get that coming from this game, that we were physically engaged, especially at the level it takes to win games.
Thanks, James.
Brooke Weisbrod. All right, here you go, Brooke.
Sorry about that. Hey, Coach, just wanted to get your thoughts on Allie's just 1 3-point attempt tonight. If that was more a factor of the Aces defense or just inability on offense to get her more shots and open, just kind of your take on that.
I didn't think our pace was good. Allie normally gets open once our pace is good and once she gets good screens, but I thought we walked into a lot of screens and we didn't. They went under a lot of the screens, but because we weren't screening, then the players could, actually slip through the screens and just be in her space. I think some of that had to do with Steph not being there. Having her to add our physicality, especially when it comes to screening it. She's really good at getting Allie open, but it was a tough game for Allie to actually find her feet because she gets a lot of the attention. So it's just one of those days for her, but we have to bounce back. Like we have to find our groove again. Right now, I just put it on the players. Say, hey, we have to have more collective pride, and if we don't, then it's going to be short for us. But if we do, which we can control, like these are the things that we can control, we'll be fine.
Nove Wilkes.
Hey, Coach Wade, tough loss. I just want to talk about the 3-point shooting. How much of that hurt you guys' offense and you guys' inability to get into a flow tonight?
I guess it's how the threes came about. Either we had the ball and we weren't ready, or we were hesitating and thinking about it, but it was nothing that was really clean. We had a couple, but not, we had some looks that were clean that we missed, but a lot of them was like off rhythm because they went under and we're like, oh, wow, I'm open. Like we weren't coming off with authority, like coming off ready to do something with authority. Excuse me. And we weren't doing that. But the thing about the 33s to the 70 field goal attempts is if those threes were coming because we were playing inside out, but they were really coming from lateral movement, and it's just a different type of timing and rhythm on threes, and you're not going to make them at the same clip if you're not getting screened or if it's not from a deep penetration to a kick. Those are more rhythm threes, but the kind that we were getting was like we were a little hesitant and not really coming off screens or handoffs really aggressive.
Thank you.
James K., did you have another question?
Oh, I do.
All right, we're good. We will have Cleopatra.
No, he said he has a question.
Oh, you did?
Go ahead,
Okay, I'm
James.
sorry, you're breaking up a bit.
Hey, Coach, thanks for your time. I believe this team is sixth in the league in field goals attempted with 4 or less seconds left in the shot clock. And I'm just wondering, do you feel like this team is still trying to find a rhythm and flow of this offense at this point in the season?
So call out the stat again. I want to hear what you said because it has an echo.
Oh, I apologize. The stat is that you guys attempt the most amount of field goal attempts with 4 or less seconds in the shot clock. And I'm just curious, do you feel that this team is still trying to find a flow on the offensive end at this point in the season?
No, I think we were trying to find a flow for this game, but I don't know if, I think every team is either trying to find it or get it back or just trying to maintain it. So we'll look for it again for the next game. I don't know how bad we've been. I think we've been okay offensively, especially since the break. But defensively is I think where we've been struggling lately, and that was the case tonight. The shots in the last 4 seconds of the shot clock has a lot to do with the willingness to really sacrifice for each other because the ball like swings on the peripheric, like, and nobody's playing vertical toward the basket. And that's what you have to do. Play vertical toward the basket, but not just to take a bumpy shot. It has to move for somebody else. And I think that's what we have to do a better job of.
Thanks, Coach.
Brooke, one last question for James.
Sorry, Kelly, I didn't have another question.
It's okay. Thanks for joining us. We're good, James. Thank you. We'll have Cleopatra up next. Hi, Clea. We'll start with Nob Wilkes.
Hey Kyle, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Tough loss. I just want to ask you guys. Tonight Vegas packed the paint pretty well and forced you guys to shoot outside shots. Going into the playoffs, what do you think you guys have to do when teams do that against you and force you guys to shoot those outside shots to make you uncomfortable?
I think we got to get the ball moving from side to side. Get them in closeout. Get them in closeouts. We're really good up. Sorry, we're really good off the bounce. So if we're getting the ball side to side and then we have them in closeouts, then we're able to play our game. So we were kind of stagnant, but us getting the ball side to side and just playing sky basketball, we'll be able to get exactly what we want.
Thank you.
Brooke.
Hey, Kalia, how did you kind of feel the ball was moving around tonight on offense? Coach was just talking about he felt like there were times where the ball went laterally.
I can't really hear you. It's like
I'm on mute.
Sorry about that. Does that sound better?
Somebody need to mute.
Sounds like an echo. Hold on a second.
Okay, is that a bit better, Kalia?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, sorry about that. Just wanted to get your perspective on ball movement and pace with the offense. Coach Wade was talking about he felt like there was not a lot of inside out movements to get the three. It was more lateral, and if anybody was going into the paint, it was more for themselves rather than kind of for a team effort. So just wanted to get your sense of what it felt like with ball movement and sharing the basketball tonight.
Like I said before, we got to get the ball moving side to side, setting screens, using the screens, getting to the other side, playing our actions, and just getting teams in closeouts. Like we didn't move them enough. We didn't make their defense shift, and we didn't force them to come out and close out on us. We were just moving it side to side, not drawing two defenders and being able to make the right passes, make the right reads. So.
All right. Annie from the Sun-Times.
Hey, Kalia. James talked about this one needing to sting if you guys are gonna rebound and make that deep playoff run. So where is the team's energy after the worst loss of the season?
It definitely stings. We just have to regroup and get ready for the playoffs. This one was a tough one. So we know, just looking at the stats and just talking after the game, what we need to do, but it's not too much talking that we can do. We have to just do it, like we have to be done talking and just go out there and play and have some pride.
Thanks, Kalia.
Thank you, Clea.
Sunny. I'm done.
We are all set. We'll have Ezra Stevens up next.
Thanks.
Hi, Ruthie.
Hello.
All right, we'll start with Annie Costabile, Sun-Times.
Hey, Ruthie, Asia and Kia just really dominated the boards tonight. What was so challenging about locking them up defensively?
I mean, they're just really good players, and yeah, they're just really good players. I don't know.
How does the team need to respond to this loss?
Yeah, I think we need to come back, talk about it and just come back and play the basketball we know how to play. For our last game, it's our home game, last regular season game. So we just got to bring the energy, talk about it, be on the same page, and play the basketball we know we can play.
Thanks, Ruth.
Brooke Weisbrod.
Hey, Ruthie, Coach has been talking a lot about, team pride, and I know you guys more want to be about it than talk about it. I totally get that. I'm just wondering if there's any, specific examples of a play or something that you saw out there tonight or over the last few games where, that comes to life, like a play with pride that might have explained what he's talking about.
We do lots of plays that look, when COD drives the basket, gets fouled, gets hype, I think that's pride, her showing, what she's the best at, going for it, getting extra points for us. I think that would be, a definition of pride.
All right. Noel, did you have another question or are you all set?
I didn't answer the first, ask the question.
Here we go.
It's okay. You guys were out rebounded tonight. I gotta pull up the stats. You guys were out rebounded tonight, 47-19. What can you guys do better on the boards heading into the playoffs?
Box out and rebound.
And Coach Wade said he hopes this, I'm not going to say his words, butt kicking wakes you guys up. Do you feel like this loss tonight has added a sense of urgency for you guys heading into the playoffs?
It always, sucks to lose, especially by this much. So I think we know we're a way better team that we showed tonight. And I think that's a good thing that we know that we're a way better team than we showed. And we know we have things to grow on, but also we just need to show up for the next game and, have pride and play like how we know how to play.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruthie. And thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you Sunday after shoot around. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.